guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. I haven't done one of these like talking head videos for a long time. I mean, you can't see my face, but talking in through my computer here on my main mic where you guys don't hear any loud fans or loud ASIC noises. I thought I'd just do a bit of a overview, kind of like a retrospect regarding crypto mining for the month of January, in a sense, kind of just giving you guys my perspective and how I see things over the course of this month and how everything's kind of going in a sense. As well as I do want to talk about a new GPU, as well as talk about some hash rates, talk about some comparisons to like maybe a 3090, or, you know, go through the prices as well of these GPUs and see, you know, is it worth even buying these right now or maybe not. And as well as I want to talk about Octaspace and the E9 Pro can apparently mine Octaspace now. There was just an issue with the DAG size not being over 2 gigabytes, and now it is apparently. And so now E9 Pros can mine that. I personally don't have one on hand right now to showcase to you guys, but confirmed E9 Pro can now mine Octaspace. Is it profitable? Talk about that in a sec. Talk about also some new Seia coin miners coming out from Gold Shell. So whether or not these are going to be more efficient than some other variants out there, well, we're going to talk about that throughout this video later on. All right, so before we do all that, thank you guys for today's video sponsor.
Are high energy rates cutting into your crypto mining profits? Introducing Terra Hosting, your solution for first-class, hassle-free crypto mining. At Terra Hosting, we specialize in hosting services tailored for GPUs, ASICs, and AI machine learning. Say goodbye to skyrocketing electricity bills and noisy, heat-producing hardware. Our unique service offering combines low electric rates with a community blockchain-oriented data center, while ensuring your equipment stays safe and secure. With Terra Hosting, you simply set it and forget it. Contact us today to learn more and get answers to all your questions. Terra Hosting, trust as a service.
All right, guys. So this month of January for crypto mining, I'd say there was a lot of highs and a lot of lows, but I'm going to say the biggest news, the biggest catalyst, a lot of people like to use that word regarding the Bitcoin ETF, which has definitely in a way affected the market. I would say negatively, depending, I'm not a trader or anything, but just looking how the market was during, you know, these times, let's say like 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago when the Bitcoin ETF was essentially approved. And, you know, during that time was when, Bitcoin was heading about 48,000, I think, at the point. And then the next day, when the Bitcoin ETFs were actually approved, like the next day, there was like some fake news or hacker that went onto the SEC X account and, you know, posted, oh, the Bitcoin ETFs are approved. And then, you know, everyone started tweeting about it. And then like a couple minutes later, it's like, oh, it was compromised. Their account was compromised. And yeah, that was the news, the drama of that day. And then the next day didn't seem like as big of a hype, but then ultimately the ETFs were approved. So funny that happened. And you know, during that time, right, Bitcoin, I think at the peak went up to about what, 40, almost 49,000. Yeah, almost 49,000. And so I think that was quite such crazy news, you know, since that happened. And, you know, actually, if we go back here more, so yeah, 48, this is around January 11th, right? So Bitcoin was almost 49,000, sorry, almost hit 49,000, probably done on some exchanges. And then, of course, the next day it tumbled down to 43,000. Okay, this is January 12th, and crypto mining, you know, was still going on. GPU miners, CPU miners, whatever, everyone was still happy-go-lucky, I'd say. But now the feeling of crypto mining has definitely been down, right? Obviously, because profits have been going down across the board, not only with GPU mining, but in a sense, I mean, CPU mining has held its own. You guys have seen a lot of videos of me doing some CPU mining rig builds now these days, because I bought a whole bunch and I'm getting ready to turn them all on essentially. But I gotta do a lot of building. There's been a lot of troubleshooting regarding BIOS overclocking and undervolting, voltage, all that kind of stuff. It's been quite a challenge. All right, I'm not a huge CPU miner, but now I'm getting into it. And then of course, ASIC mining is a whole other monster. I could this deserves its own video. I mean, honestly, I could make its own video regarding ASIC mining, regarding CPU, regarding GPU. Sure, I could talk about all three or try to do that in one video, but honestly, I think majority of you guys who watch my channel, you guys already keep up with all this type of stuff. I mean, looking at profitability wise, for those that care about it, I mean, most of you guys are probably going to hashrate.no or maybe punching in your own numbers, or generally seeing what your overclocks are on these websites, which, by the way, I'm going to have to say hashrate.no does a pretty good job for doing general overclocks. But you always want to try to fine tune your rigs and CPUs, your GPUs, not ASIC, sorry, your GPUs or CPUs to get, the most efficiency that you can, in a sense. Or, depending on your electrical cost, if you had free power, you're just going balls to the wall. It doesn't matter, how much power your rigs are taking. Granted, depending on your environment and heat and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I digress. I've seen over now the course of the past couple weeks here, GPU mining, the overall feeling regarding GPU mining has been obviously kind of in a lull now. Okay. But I'm have to say the first half of 2024 for GPU mining, or just mining in general, was really hype. When we were at 45,000 for most of it, 43 went down the middle of that. And then, Bitcoin ETF news came out, and ultimately we're now down a bit here. So whether or not this is an indication that we are now going to be going down further, I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. I'm not like predicting that we're going to go up, we're going to go down or anything, but I'm just giving you guys my just overall perspective, how I see it, YouTube comments, emails, just general feelings of what's, that's been happening over the course of the month. And the Bitcoin ETF news was definitely something where crypto miners were keeping an eye on, right? And I'd have to say I was getting a lot more, inquiries regarding crypto mining during the beginning of January, because everything was so hype. Bitcoin was going up in price. A lot of news regarding the Bitcoin ETF, right? And then now, after that went down, I'd have to say the later half of this month, January, it's been like nothing, right? Not as much hype, not as much people DMing me or emailing me regarding, crypto mining. And really, it's a psychological thing, I have to say, of course, depending on people's electrical costs and when they're looking at, is this making me money or not? Either people are going to get into it or people are not going to get into it. But you can see that now that we've been going down, the interest into crypto mining has been going down as well. I mean, views on my YouTube channel is a really good indicator, in my opinion. Another thing mainly is that a lot of proof of work, like GPU mineable coins, or I don't know, even CPU mineable coins, have generally been going down. Let's say like over the past 7 days. I know there was a lot of hype regarding Ethereum, because Ethereum went up to like what, $2.50, right? $2.50. And it was like one of the most profitable coins for GPU mining for quite a while. I'd say not quite a while, like a week or two. Probably didn't last that long, but it was at one point, the most profitable coin for a while. And then it's been switching back and forth to like AIPG, right? The AI power grid coin. And like, it's been definitely over the course of the January, it's been interesting with GPU mining and looking at, profitability wise regarding all these coins. Now it's fluctuating a lot because the volatility of these coins have all been either going down, right? Like AI power grid been going down, Nerai, Ethereum down 35% over the past 7 days, Carlson, prominent, low power coin to mine, Pirin, where's Pirin? Pirin's probably been also going down a bit. Yeah, actually, no, it's been breaking even over the past 7 days, but Pirin also, okay, past 24 hours, 9.8% down. But generally, I mean, over the course, since Bitcoin has been going on its downward trend here over the past 2 weeks, we've been now seeing a downward trend in proof of work GPU mineable coins also going down in price. Thus, that is bringing down a little bit of interest. We got in ASIC coins as well. Cadena, Ironfish. No, Ironfish is still, I think that's FPGA. Yeah, Ironfish is FPGA mineable now. Has been for a while. I don't know when they're going to change to their new algorithm. I haven't really kept up with that. Okay, so now Octaspace, all right, is now E9 Pro capable, but has it gone up that much in terms of the hash rate? A little bit. Okay, so a little bit of ASIC talk here. So, I mean, just a bit, not that much. 3 to 4 terahash over the course of the day here. January 20th to January 21st. Yeah, it's gone up like 1.2 terahash. Okay, which is a pretty big jump. All right, the total hash rate has gone up like 1/4. Okay, so, but is it profitable or not to mine on the E9 Pro for Octaspace? No, it's going to be, it's still Ethereum Classic. Okay, so another thing that has really gone up and been more prominent, I'd say, over the course of the past couple of weeks is Ethereum Classic, because Ethereum Classic had a bit of a bump up as well, okay, in its price. I'm just looking at over the course of the month here, right? Ethereum Classic had a massive jump from January 10th, $20, all the way up to $32, $31, $30. Okay. So that's a pretty huge, that's a pretty much a what, 66% jump there, 60% jump. And so profitability for all the ETH hash ASICs, all that kind of stuff, we're doing really good, right? We're doing really good. Now it's been going down. It's at $24 now. So downward trend, same with Bitcoin, same with altcoins, same with GPU mineable, ASIC mineable coins, generally have been going down. Like even Bitcoin mining, right? And the Bitcoin halving is in 99 days roughly. So this is another big catalyst that's coming up that could be detrimental to the market. Or if you think about it the other way here, okay, this is where I'm going to hone in on as us GPU miners, ASIC miners, CPU miners, any type of mining out there. The mentality and strategy here is just to think of the opposite. So everything is all doom and gloom right now. Everything's feeling down. Everyone's feeling negative. It's, crap, Bitcoin's 41, hitting down 40,000 or something. What's the thought process now? What's the thought process regarding your strategy for crypto mining? And that's going to be to continue on to mine and accumulate. Even if you're not a miner, then probably your idea of buying into crypto is going to be just dollar cost averaging in. But with mining, in a sense, it's going to be mining and you're going to be electrical cost averaging. Thank you, Hashforce, for that amazing term, into the coins that you want to accumulate, and you're waiting for price appreciation. Essentially, right? Whether that's going to be Ethereum Classic or, a bunch of these GPU mineable coins, such as Lithium, which actually it is GPU mineable for now until there's going to be a Lithium ASIC, or currently there's I believe it's a K10 FPGA that can mine Lithium right now. And, once, that you guys know the transition of CPU, GPU, FPGA, and then ASIC. A lot of core dependent coins, such as a Lithium, Pirin or a Carlson, Caspa, right? ASIC already. A lot of the low power coins are going to be ASIC prone to having ASICs, okay? Not ASIC resistant. So, Radiant could be another, it's another prominent coin that could be, having ASICs on it eventually. There's, Radiant Bitstreams already for FPGAs. So the natural progression of that is going to be into ASICs next. Who knows, right? Who knows if that's going to come out next? But I'm just forewarning here, okay? As us GPU miners, I mean, the idea here is to accumulate these coins, because once they're not going to be, GPU mineable in a sense, then who knows if, a lot of these ASIC companies such as Bitmain or Goldshell or any other, ASIC company out there that have vested interest into these altcoin ASICs could very well manipulate the price in some way in order to sell their ASICs. Now, that's just, me talking out of my head here. I don't have proof regarding that type of thing, but, these companies that sell these ASICs like Bitmain have billions upon billions of dollars to do that. So anyways, let's go on. I want to now, so just ending off there, that's my little bit of retrospect regarding the month of January. I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff that has happened that I haven't brought up, but, just giving you guys my general feelings about that. Okay, let's now talk about the new GPU. I don't know for anyone that's into this right now, and I don't know if anyone's going to be buying these. I'm going to give you my thoughts here. Okay, the NVIDIA RTX 4070 Ti Super. According to videocards.com, they said that this GPU is 8% faster on average than the RTX 4070 Ti in 3D Mark tests. So for crypto mining, I don't know if this is going to translate 8% higher performance than the 4070 Super. Okay, that begs the question. It says here in summary, the 4070 Ti Super is 15% slower compared to the RTX 4080. Okay, but I just want to do a comparison here. Something has a tweet here. Okay, thanks to him. This tweet here shows that according to hashrate.no, the RTX 4070 Super is less efficient than the non-super in majority of the algos so far, but has higher hash rates on core algos as expected. Okay, so looking at the 4070 Super, okay, mining on Pirin is about 7810. at 166 watts, which I can generally get on my 3090s right now. Okay, pretty much the same efficiency as a 4070 Super. Okay, and then the non 4070 Super, just 4070, 699, almost 7,000 hash there at 132 watts. Okay, so I mean, pretty much the same efficiency there, but 3090 is around the same there, I'd have to say, but has more VRAM, as of course, 24 gig. So why I brought this up, just looking at some of the hash rates here, of course, Kapow, AIPG on the 4070 Super is like only 35 mega hash, you know, which like I'm always comparing it to like the 3070, which is like in comparison, you could probably buy 2.5 3070s for one 4070 Super. But, you know, there's going to be arguments there here and there regarding efficiency, which is a little bit better on, you know, the 4070 Super, yes, but you get half the hash rate. You could buy two 3070s and get like double the hash rate, which is about 30 mega hash. You know, the sweet spot for 3070, RTX 3070 is about 30 mega hash at like 135 watts, 150 watts or something, I think around there. But the Super takes about, it's 199 watts for 35 mega hash, which is honestly terrible efficiency. Okay, so I think we all know and understand that 40 series cards across the board are generally not as efficient for Kapow mining or ETH hash coins. ETH hash like Hypera, okay, 66 mega hash at 136. That's you know, 3070 does what, 62 at 130 as well, 115. So yeah, the efficiency for ETH hash coins, Kapow, not as great on 40 series cards, but core dependent coins, yes. Core dependent algos on 40 series cards are amazing. Of course, the argument there is going to be, you know, Aletheium could have an ASIC soon. Kirin definitely could have an ASIC made for it. I don't think so, but could happen. Nexa, sure. Carlson, of course, core dependent coin. Let's see. Ironfish was already FPGA strong, but they're coming out with a ETH hash variant. So I don't think there's going to be an ASIC for that. Radiant, another coin that could be prominent with an ASIC down the road. Who knows? Dynex, I don't think there's going to be an ASIC for that. Anyways, moving along to the specs here. I know nobody really has a 4070 Ti Super yet for mining. So to compare that, what I was comparing to with like a 3090 is hard to say now. Okay, but looking at like a 4070 Super, it had 192 bit bus. That's why it wasn't as great for mining, you know, Kapow or ETH hash coins. But 4070 Ti Super has 256 bit bus. So this is where it could be, you know, a bit more competitive against the 3070. I mean, against efficiency wise. So, I mean, 16 gig GDDR6X, which is pretty cool. But the core TMUs, ROPS, and all that kind of stuff is, yeah, definitely a little bit more. Yeah, 80 to 96 ROPS on the 4070 Ti Super. Yeah, so across the board has more specs, right? 4 gigabytes more RAM and a bit more bit bus as well. So I'm expecting that this GPU, granted, okay, when we look at the price, okay, which is about $849, probably $900 to $1,000 depending on the version, this GPU is going to be probably on par, if not a little bit more efficient than a 3090. Okay, when it comes to like core dependent coins, of course. I'm going to assume the core dependent coins are going to be a little bit stronger on, you know, against the 3090. But here's where the 3090 comes into play here in its strength. Okay, the 3090 can do like what, 65 mega hash for Kapow. Of course, it's going to be like 300 watts or something, but that is going to be a bit less than double, but almost more than double than like, you know, 4070 Super, which does 35 mega hash. So I'm assuming with the 256 bit bus that the 4070 Ti Super could get 40 on like AIPG Kapow coins, okay, Prog Pow coins, 40 mega hash. And then the power consumption, I'm gonna say it's the same, maybe 199, maybe 170. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But you know, the value here when I was trying to compare with a 3090, if the price comparison to a 4070 Ti Super is like, you know, $849 for a gigabyte one, okay, granted a gigabyte one, 3090 used is like $700-800, but has 24 gigs of VRAM and also has a lot more cores, CUDA cores, has a lot more TMUs, has a lot more ROPS, right? For comparing cores, TMUs, ROPS against the 4070 Ti versus the 3090. Here's where I think the value comes in with this GPU is the VRAM, also the ability to put this on vast.ai or something. I mean, this is the 4070 Ti going to be a lot better in compute versus the 3090. I don't know, but I'm assuming here more VRAM is going to bode well when it comes to GPU rental services that are going to utilize the full extent of the GPU full power, and plus this has 384-bit bus width, so a lot more headroom there for not only mining but some type of compute as well. So a lot of things to consider if you're thinking about buying these GPUs now. I don't know. I'd like to weigh in I would like to do a different video regarding this, as some other YouTubers are going to get the GPU to compare the hash rates, how efficient it is. Then we can make our educated guess, what's a good buy right now, what's not a good buy. Weigh in your costs, weigh in your power, weigh in your infrastructure, weigh in your whatever type of strategy, mining strategy or not mining strategy that you're gonna do. I'd like to know what you guys think. But anyways, okay, let's move on. Enough GPU talk. As much as I'd love to talk about GPUs more, this is giving me addiction feeling, like I need to go out and buy like 3090s or something, or 40 series GPUs. I already expressed that I'm gonna be skipping the 40 series GPUs entirely, and I am going to be saving up my money for the 50 series GPUs, where I think that, in my opinion, is going to be the next generational leap. Just my opinion regarding just the hash rates that these 40 series GPUs can get. Yes, granted, it is very efficient on core algos. I'm going to give them that. You cannot deny that. But when it comes to just general overall efficiency, even including Kapow and ETH hash, right? These coins have been very prominent. Kapow coins for mining GPU mining has been prominent. So not fully, but if you're talking about profitability, it's not all the time, but there's been times where Kapow coins have been at the top of the charts and could bode well in the future if, granted, price appreciation happens on a lot of these GPU mineable coins. Okay, moving along, my friends. Did we talk about Octaspace and E9? Yes, we did already. So I don't know if this affects anyone mostly, but the E9, in my opinion, has been such a great buy for anyone that bought it sub $2,000. You probably made your money back, especially with the Ethereum Classic pump. Okay, so a little bit of ASIC talk there. I'm gonna do a separate video on the E9 Pro. I'm gonna get my all my transactions for mining Ethereum Classic, and just giving you guys an update. I think I almost broke even on my $2,000 E9 Pro, pretty much. I think that's at the peak when Ethereum Classic was like $32 or something. That'll be for another video. Anyways, moving along. Lastly, let's just talk about Seia coin. I brought this to the last of the video. I don't know if anyone's still here wants to listen to this. Let me know if you guys are into Seia coin or not. But there's two new models, okay? Gold Shell SE Lite and the Gold Shell SE5 Pro. Now, this is something where I don't think these are going to be that popular. I personally have myself two HS Lites, but so if we look at SE Lite and the SE5 Pro, there's two different terahash models, apparently 8.8 and 11. But I put the wattage numbers here, and just doing the math here, like efficiency wise, it's not even better than the SE Box 2 in low power mode. 179 watt per hash. So right, the lower we go, the better. There's a Bitmain SC3 now. I don't know anyone that has this, so I can't say this is real or not. I haven't kept up with it, but just the other gold shell models that they have, like the SC6 SE is more efficient. The SC Box 2 is more efficient than the SC Lite, and then the HS SC5 Pro. So whether or not, I don't know if like Gold Shell's been like pre-mining on these or not, the SC Lite as well. It's just interesting to see that these are coming out now, just because Seia coin has been going up in price. I mean, that's it. I mean, but the idea, like the strategy I just explained regarding like mining in general, the idea here is to mine during when it's low and accumulate. And then as it keeps going up in price, I mean, then you can see the fruits of your labor. Like for me, for instance, I've been mining it for the past 2 years, and I think I've garnered almost a lot, like 400,000 Seia coin, which is like 5 or 6 grand. I'm not trying to boast, but I'm going to do an update video for you guys regarding that. Those two HS Lites have earned me this amount or something. So I'm waiting for the price. I don't know if it's going to go up any more or down more, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, it hasn't hit previous all-time high yet, but there's the potential that it could do that during the bull run. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's just interesting that Gold Shell is bringing out these two miners essentially because of, I guess, profitability, and Seia coin has been going up as well. So who knows? So just wanted to take note of that for anyone that's Seia coin mining. I don't know many people that are doing Seia coin mining, but let me know if you guys are. I personally have 2 HS lights and they're just heating my house right now, which has been pretty good. I think that's it. This video has been way too long. I don't know if I got everything that I want to talk about. I mean, these types of videos that I just openly talk with you guys here, I don't have a script. I don't have anything written down. I'm just talking out of my head, just how I feel. And, I do miss doing these types of videos. More so, I've been doing a lot of vlogs recently, which I love doing. Don't get me wrong, but I do miss these types of videos where I can just talk with you guys. And I think this is, I haven't done this for a while, it feels. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys this just kind of overall feeling over the past this whole month. But don't fret, keep on mining, okay? Good times are ahead. Even though we see red, you just got to think the opposite, okay? The time now is just to accumulate, hold, and wait till better times, right? You got to have patience when it comes to crypto mining. Granted, I know everyone's electrical cost is going to be different. Mining is, as it is a very competitive thing. So I know that there's a lot of people out there that can't crypto mine financially. It's hardened a lot of people. I mean, including myself. Okay, I'm not alone in that. It is quite a trek to have all the hardware online, and then when that power bill comes, you got to pay for it. And either if you don't have enough money, then you got to sell your crypto in a sense, right? That's the reality sometimes. That's life really in general. I mean, depending on people's jobs, salary, how much they're making, if they have multiple jobs, multiple streams of income, if you're doing this as a hobby, that's great. If you're doing it as a business, then, you do have to be a bit more proactive in a sense of, keeping up with all the coins, keeping up with Bitcoin talk, or keeping up with the YouTubers who talk about this coin or talk about that coin. And, chances are if that coin goes up, then you did well, or you didn't do well because you didn't get into it, Anyways, just rambling. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.